Hey there, I want to talk to you today about the difference between intention and impact. And you might say, I know the difference between intention and impact, and you very well might. But a lot of times when we're in the action of it, we're in the midst of living, we confuse the difference between the two. I know I certainly have. So when we look at, for example, intention is a beautiful thing. It's powerful to say, I am going to have a specific intent in mind and use that to help you to create what happens, to help you influence the impact, if you will. But sometimes our intentions are not what the impact ends up being because we're not perfect, right? And it gets especially tricky when it involves other people and we don't recognize the impact that they feel, even though we knew our intentions were very different from the impact that they perceived. That's when it gets really interesting. So there are situations, for example, where you may give someone a compliment or you think it's a compliment and it's not. Oh, I really like the blue dress you were in the other day. And maybe today they have a green dress. They might be offended. Or you might touch someone's hair. Oh, your hair looks lovely today. They might be offended because you didn't give them personal space. Or there may be a project that you're working on and you promised to finish it by a certain deadline and you had every intention and you missed that deadline. Well, the impact may be far larger, far different than what you may have understood for it to be. And so when you explain, that's not my intention, that's not what I meant, sometimes it doesn't resonate as well as we would expect it to the other person because they're stuck on the impact. So it's very important, absolutely, for us to own our intention. And the intention is a beautiful thing because it's the closest connection to our hearts. So there's no undermining or belittling the importance of intention. We should own our intention in a way that is very meaningful. But what I'm also challenging you to do is to equally own the impact. Own the impact, own that perhaps you did not meet the impact. While that wasn't your intention, we can still own the responsibility of not meeting that impact, of not meeting the outcome that we wanted to make, or not making another person feel the way we would want them to feel. It's definitely a high level of empathy that is needed to do that. And it does not mean that we're a bad person when we do it. It doesn't even necessarily mean all the time that we've done something wrong. But what it does mean is that we care enough about the other person to accept the impact that it has had on them or on the group or organization or whatever situation that you are in. And so what I'm simply challenging you to do is to not only own the intention, but own the impact. And have a blessed one.